Strength becomes demonized when victimhood is glorified. Hey, it's Prince of Queens, and while a lot of people such as Jonathan Haidt and other scholars have done a lot of great work around victimhood culture and the way victimhood is currently being glorified as if it's a virtuous state of being, there's one particular aspect of it that I haven't seen a lot of people reflect on, which is the inherent demonization of strength that comes along with glorifying victimhood. Simply put, when people are competing over whose life is worse and basically how sensitive and ready and willing to have their feelings hurt they are, as a result, people with any sort of emotional, intellectual, and probably even physical strength begin seeming like abnormalities that should either be purged from social groups or demonized as bad seeds. If somebody does not need a safe space and exhibits signs of having a thick skin, that eventually is seen as a character defect, spawned by this person's supposed privileges in life, which of course are bad things that have caused them to be insensitive and unaware of the deeper, hidden, and more valuable truths that victimhood has afforded the fourth wave intersectional feminist social justice proponents. Is somebody a white straight male that can take a joke, even about being a white straight male? Well, that's just because white straight men have all of the power in society, of course, so it's not comparable to a black male being offended by a microaggression. But, of course, God help the white straight male who doesn't respond well to jokes about white straight men. He doesn't get to be a victim anyway. Furthermore, what happens when a straight black male has a strong sense of self and can laugh at a joke about black guys? Oh shit, he's probably just a member of the patriarchy or some sort of coon or Uncle Tom or something, according to social justice warriors, and he's only laughing at the joke because of some sort of privilege he is afforded by throwing his fellow oppressed black people under the bus. The bottom line is this: even if a black lesbian in a wheelchair was actually a tough woman intellectually and refused to fall back on her disadvantages in life as a way to win arguments, the social justice warriors would still find a way to claim that she was just brainwashed by the dominant systems of white male patriarchy, and therefore she should not be listened to. Her strength would be damning to these people, and they would do their best to break her spirit and get her to feel sorry for herself and donate her time and energy spreading the gospel of fourth wave intersectional feminist social justice so that she could allegedly fight the centuries of subjugation put upon women, black people, lesbians, and people with disabilities. Every bit of strength that this black lesbian in a wheelchair might have that might stand to benefit society and herself in a broader context must now be sacrificed for social justice. And if she is an intelligent and capable woman, she would be a valuable asset to the ideology of fourth wave intersectional feminist social justice indeed, as nobody would ever be allowed to argue with this smart black lesbian in a wheelchair, unless, of course, she turned against them again. That all said, maybe the worst thing about the social justice warrior mentality is that it robs people of their individual strength, agency, and urges towards self-improvement, and replaces it with a collectivist attitude of victimization that claims that everything is shit for everybody until everything is perfect for all of us. Basically, in so many words. Truthfully, the people who claim that all of this is just some sort of cultural Marxism that really is just a sly way of imposing communism onto the masses actually do have a point when you look at this particular angle of it where people are demonized for being strong. So, yeah, just something to think about. That's all for this evening. Drop me a comment, help me out on Patreon if you want more from me, and stay tuned.